Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you guys are all having a great day. So in today's video, I thought that it would be a lot of fun to look at some of my more embarrassing stories and we can all take a laugh at me. Yeah, let's just have some fun with it. I was feeling just, you know, why not just have a video that just exposes me and embarrasses me? So yeah, just some stories about how not everything always goes to plan and how, yeah, you just gotta try to figure stuff out on the go and yeah, just embarrassing stories. Let's just get into it. So embarrassing story number one, I forgot my gimbal on a video shoot. Definitely not my brightest moment. One of the reasons why I stressed the night before, making sure that you're all prepared and ready, is because I've been there and on days where I didn't prepare and do that, I got caught and I looked like an idiot. So I was at this shoot of a commercial building and I opened up my trunk, I went to grab my camera gear and I noticed that my big styrofoam box, this massive thing that is bigger than like my body, was not in my car. I had a little bit of a panic and I started with photos so that I can wrap my head around what I was gonna do. And at this time, I didn't really understand frame rates. I didn't really understand how to change video settings in the camera. I think that was my problem, is I didn't know how the menu system worked. If you haven't used a Sony camera before, they're fantastic. The menu system, it's challenging to say the least. So what did I do? I stuck my camera on my tripod and I just tried as smoothly as I could just move like this. The footage was very shaky. It was not my best work. So because I didn't understand frame rates and because I didn't know about like slowing footage down at this time and making it all look cinematic and smooth, I shot everything at 24 frames, edited on a 24 frame timeline, and I grabbed all the footage and I slowed it down 50%, put I forget what it's called, like the blend mode or something in Final Cut. I changed it to optical flow. Got the job done. That was definitely one shoot that I will always remember, and I can only imagine what my client was thinking when they saw my face turn beet red. They didn't say anything, they didn't really notice anything, nothing was said. Everything seemed good. Definitely one of my most embarrassing moments that I've had. Embarrassing moment number two, this one's a doozy. I got my drone stuck in a tree. Oh my God. That was stressful. So it's my first shoot for this brand new client who called me and they wanted to get some work done. My first time working with them, I meet them at the house, everything's going fantastic. I do the inside of the house, I take photos and video of the outside, and the last thing I'm gonna do is take my drone and get some footage done. So I take all the photos and that's all going great. I finish up and I'm gonna wrap up with doing some video work. And that's where I kinda dropped the ball. This is so funny. I wish I was recording, but I was just, this is even the worst part, is that I was just practicing to see if I can make this shot work and I still got it stuck in the tree. So this is how it happened. I wanted to do a shot where you were coming into the house and then you went over the house right into the backyard because the house was backing up onto a trail and it had all this nice greenery around it and it was gonna be a really cool shot, I thought. So I was just practicing to make sure the shot could actually get done. So as I was practicing, I'm right behind the drone, it's going. I think I have enough room. I start lifting it up, lift it up, and I look up and I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna hit this branch. Instead of me like stopping, by the time I went, oh shit, I was still going up and I heard it hit the leaves and the branches and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna gun it. So I push my thumb all the way up on the controller and I'm like, you're just gonna power through. The drone kept going, stuck. Like this. Drones have these little like feet on them, like this guy, and it was just caught like this on a branch. I was very glad my clients were not there and they left the house to me. So now you might be thinking, how did you get the drone back? What did you do? Did you climb the tree? Nope. The first thing I did was grab my car, park it right underneath my drone because the branch was hanging over the driveway. I stood on top of my car seeing if I could reach it. I tried it with a broomstick. I still couldn't reach it. It was just so high up in the tree. My next genius idea was throwing my shoe at it. So, as you can imagine, I'm in the driveway in a town that I don't know and no one knows who I am. I'm just out there with my drone, so it already feels weird for all the neighbors around. All of a sudden, they just see me going, and every time, oh God, I hit the ceiling. And every time that I threw this thing, you just heard It took me like 15 minutes until I got this thing down. So during that whole time, you just hear. I turned around just to make sure that I didn't see people window peeking, just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? That moment when my shoe pegged my drone and it was falling, I just went, oh shit, and I went for the biggest bear hug possible, like this, edit in, drone falling, and I grabbed the drone like this, held it for dear life. The propellers weren't spinning or else I'd have no face. Save the drone, save the day. I have some permanent grass stains that are really tough to see. I doubt you'll be able to like see. No, you can kind of see it. But there are permanent grass stains on here. My propellers are permanently green. And yeah, just imagine a guy flying a drone and then you see him outside with one shoe on and the other one throwing them at a tree, trying to get a drone down. Definitely, that might be the most embarrassing one for. Yeah. Now my last embarrassing story, and this one, honestly, I think this one hurt the most. I showed up to a shoot a little bit early and I saw that there was stagers and the homeowners moving stuff in and out of the house, and I was about 20 minutes early. So I decided to just sit on my phone for 10 minutes, answer some emails, play some games, check on my fantasy hockey team, you know. And once I looked at my phone and there was about 10 minutes, 5 minutes left or whatever it was, I grabbed my camera bag and I took it from the front seat and I swung it. Little did I know my camera bag was open and my camera went flying on the ground, right on the road. Oh, I felt it in my heart, the pain. Oh, immediately I knew something happened. So I picked up my camera, I'm checking it out, not my old one, not this one, but I picked it up and I'm checking it out, I don't really see anything. I see like one ding on the lens hood and I'm thinking, okay, we just got away with one. Next time, we're just gonna make sure the camera bag's closed until we grab it and we yank it. It was kind of just like, I grabbed the bag and I just went like, oh, I purposely don't have anything in here so I can show you, but it just kind of went like, and I was like, huh. Grabbed the camera, I set it up on the tripod, I took my first few shots, everything looked okay, there was no cracks on the lens or anything like that, and then I lined up for one of my like 5th shots or something, and I guess when I was moving, I bumped the tripod a little bit, bumped the camera, and once I put the camera down, my screen, instead of seeing a whole image, I saw like half, so it was like this, it looked something like this. So picture where my hands are, this is all black. And the angle was like that. My first thought was, holy shit, I broke the sensor, I don't even know what's happening right now. And then I looked, and then I took a look, and my lens hood was popped off the tip of the lens. So like imagine, so like this part of the lens was like off, and it was just popped off and like turned. And I was like, oh shit. Luckily for me, I was just able to kind of just like pop, turn, and I made it through the rest of that shoot. And yeah, that one was just definitely not one of my brightest moments. I was super scared. I don't think I've ever felt that before, how scared I was, and just realizing, oh, this is, you know, if you just knew your camera bag was closed, this wouldn't have happened. If you just double checked. That is why I'm so big on prep, because I have been there. And even though this isn't prepping, it's just making sure your shit's together. Luckily for me, even though I never got this lens fixed, it still worked for the next like 6 months. Every once in a while, I just have to pop it back in, just kind of make it work. So yeah, definitely not one of my brightest moments, but made it work. And now I'm a lot more careful with all of my gear. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and you guys had a good laugh and you laughed at me, and hopefully I'm not the only one with an embarrassing photography story. If you're a photographer and you're watching this and you have one embarrassing story, let me know in the comments or send me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to talk about funny stuff and embarrassing stuff. Every photographer's been there, we all know what it's like. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you guys laughed and I made you laugh or something like that. If you guys did enjoy this video, you can hit that like button and then hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on Instagram right here. Right here, this thing, yeah, just right, this is my Instagram. You can just follow it. That's where I post all of my house content if you guys like that stuff, all of my house videos, which if you're watching me here, I'm assuming you do. Like button, subscribe button. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!